Violence and war shall be no more. Violence and war shall be no more.
Violence and war shall be no more. Violence and war shall be no more.
Violence and war shall be no more. Violence and war shall be no more.
Violence and war shall be no more. Violence and war shall be no more.
Justice and peace lighten our way.
Justice and peace lighten our way.
Wisdom and truth lighten our way.
Wisdom and truth lighten our way.
Kindness and love lighten our way.
Kindness and love lighten our way.
Spirit of spirit 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 lighten our way.
Justice and peace lighten our way.
Justice and peace lighten our way.
Wisdom and truth lighten our way.
Wisdom and truth lighten our way.
Kindness and love lighten our way.
Kindness and love lighten our way.
Spirit of spirit 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 lighten our way.
Justice and peace lighten our way.
Justice and peace lighten our way.
Wisdom and truth lighten our way.
Wisdom and truth
say the word meta, what comes to your mind?
Facebook,
Yeah.
Facebook?
Facebook Meta.
Right, so how are they using it in Facebook these days?
I'm not sure about that.
Okay. But apparently the company that owns Facebook, that is behind Facebook, that is called Meta now?
Yeah,
Is that true?
I think
Right.
that's it.
Okay. Do we know why they chose the word Meta? Do you have an exact reference, Barb? Not just a feeling, but a
Oh,
reference?
no, it's not a feeling, it's a memory I'm trying to, there's a kind of prayer, meta something, but I can't seem to get the memory. It's meta something.
Is this something that Mark Zuckerberg uses as justification for calling it Meta?
No.
Okay, that's what I'm
nothing.
interested in.
Well,
Why did
it's
Mark
the same
Zuckerberg-
definition.
Okay, so I'd be interested to hear what Mark Zuckerberg has to say. Why he chose, I'm guessing he chose it, or
Mhm.
his folks chose Meta for the name. Is it possible to look it up?
I'm doing it.
Oh, okay, Genevieve's on it.
Okay.
I guess Google could respond to the question, why did Zuckerberg call it Meta?
Okay, Facebook changed, and it was Mark Zuckerberg,
Yeah,
changed its corporate name to Meta Platforms in 2021 to reflect a strategic shift from being primarily a social media company to focus on building the metaverse, which I don't know what that means.
Right.
Wanted to signal the company's future vision of a 3D virtual internet encompassing augmented and virtual reality technologies. How scary is that? And
Yeah.
to position Meta as a leader in this digital ecosystem beyond its existing social media platforms,
okay.
Facebook, WhatsApp, and Instagram.
So, if I'm understanding what you're reading, he's saying that I chose Meta so that I can now begin to reach out beyond just Facebook, but
Mhm.
above and beyond Facebook, right?
Yeah, and it says the word, in Greek word for, you might probably know this with your training, but it says the name Meta comes from the Greek word for beyond.
Right, right. Yeah, so this is for Zuckerberg, whatever, Zuckerberg, I don't know. For good old Mark, it's a big step beyond just Facebook for him. And I'm guessing, knowing what little bit I've read about Zuckerberg and Facebook, that he's pretty ambitious, that he's wanting to lead and subtext dominate the market when it comes to this sort of thing. So he's got his fingers in all these different pots right now. And he's calling it Meta. And I'm guessing that metaverse is, again, a reference to the beyond, just Facebook, but now it's all encompassing, right, kind of a thing. Okay. So the reason I mention that is, it's just so interesting, how contemporary culture, in this country especially, uses words that are ancient and deeply meaningful in literature and philosophical discourse to describe something that is to their advantage and fits their agenda, but they're using words that are very ancient. And as you pointed out, Genevieve, meta is this ancient Greek word, and was used in ordinary discourse, of course, but also was used when they began to speak of metaphysics. Right? So Tim, you tell us what physics is.
Just the laws that govern the existence and motion, activity of everything in the world of molecules and photons.
Mm-hmm. And physics is considered part of science, I'm assuming?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So when people began speaking of metaphysics, they began speaking about things beyond physics, things that are unseen, things that you cannot prove, things that really enter into the realm of philosophical, theological discourse. Big questions, metaphysics. And now, see if I can connect this thought, I'd like to just bring it back to something that we use all the time that could be very helpful. Not trying to dominate or get a good hold on the global market of anything, but the word metaphor. Metaphor is an interesting word, and it basically means a word, a phrase, an expression, even an image, could be other things too, that stand in place of a previous word, image, or concept, whatever. It's a word that goes beyond, in a sense, but yet expresses something in a way that can't be expressed in simple scientific words, simple everyday words, but it's a metaphor, and it's different. Remember my sister Mary Edwardine here in Catholic school grammar lesson, different than a simile, right? So a simile is saying, oh, I feel like a chair today, everybody's sitting on me. But if I said to you, I am a chair, that's a metaphor, right? It's like I remember when I was searching many, many years ago for my own calling, we were assigned the task to describe our calling in a metaphor. And there's reason for that. I think there's deep soul reason for that. The soul responds profoundly to metaphor, to image, to poetic visualization. And so, back when, my metaphor was, I'm a bridge. I'm a little bridge between the experience of Taizé and here in this country. I'm a little bridge, bringing something of that here. And that has served me well. I'm happy to be a little bridge. I like that. But I want to speak today about something else. I want us to think about this. Silence. Yesterday, we had a day of silence. And we use the word, fairly often around here. We refer to our practice of silence. But I'd like us to think tonight about a metaphor. Your metaphor, whatever it might be. It might be more than one. But if I were to ask you to say what silence is for you, and for each person it's different, in terms of a metaphor, what would you say silence is?
The activity of peace.
Mm.
Silence is a river.
But for me, it is stillness or striving towards stillness, because one can be silent but have like so much going on.
First thing that comes to my mind when I think of silence is a candlelight. It's a very fragile thing. Even the air conditioner, the slight wind, maybe our breath, it can cause it to flicker a bit. Right? So when I think of silence, the first thing that comes to my mind is it's a single candle lit. Very fragile, deeply meaningful, to be cherished, to be protected from strong winds, let's say. So that's one metaphor that comes to my mind. Any others? You can have more than one metaphor. Silence is a tree with roots that run deep. Silence is a tree with roots that run deep. That conjures up for me the strength of silence. Like I can lean on silence, I can lean into it. It's not going to fall over. It's a strong tree with deep roots. Anything else? Well, silence is a well, a deep well, full of cool, clear water. Have you ever drunk from a well? I mean, directly from a well?
Yeah.
Yeah. You have not, Genevieve?
Yep.
You have, where was it?
Hmm?
Where was the well?
Oh, there were several back in Erie.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And could you go up and just scoop water out of the well?
Uh-huh, fill buckets, or
What did it taste like?
it has better flavor than most water.
Was it cool water?
Cool, and it has, I guess maybe it's minerals or something in
Yeah.
it. It actually has a more wholesome flavor than just
Right.
like bottled water.
Right. Where was your well, Barb?
I'm somewhere when I was a kid, a farm that my parents used to take us to had a well.
Okay. You remember drinking from it?
Yeah,
And did you dip a cup or bucket into it?
they had it was on a pulley,
Mm-hmm.
on a thing. It was an old one. It was on the property.
Yeah. Do you remember the taste of the water?
It had a taste, whereas to me, the kind of water, bottled water and stuff, has no taste.
Yeah. Yeah, so for me, silence is a well. Very tasty, cool drink of water, rich minerals and
Mm.
all that good stuff. Any other imagery, metaphors for silence?
Silence is a shield.
Mm.
Deflects all the noise
Mm.
and chaos somehow.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. When you say that, Tim, the image that comes to my mind is silence is a lovely little island in the sea of words.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That fits very well.
It's an inner room.
Mm. An inner room.
Yes.
Mm.
Yeah. Silence to me is more than just no sound. It's it's a deep place.
Mhm.
But then I think of the inner, what is it? There's something, the cave of the heart
Mhm.
is what I'm thinking, like that
Mhm.
place in the middle of the heart,
Mm.
metaphorically
Mhm.
speaking.
Any other images, metaphors? So it sounds like what we're saying is silence is sacred. be cherished, to be protected. And not only to protect our silence as individuals, but to protect the silence of others. And here in this place, that's a good thing. It's a very good thing. Especially on Fridays or at times from 12 noon to 3, to be really conscious of, is my sound somehow interfering with the silence of others? It's in Taizé, Genevieve, you've been there, there's actual people walking around with a silent sign, right? As they walk into the place or wherever they happen to want silence, this big sign says, Silencio, silence. And call them the silence police. But here I think we have a great gift to offer. Especially during those designated times, but all throughout our time here, to keep that atmosphere of sacred, quiet, that peacefulness, Barb, your word is quietude, but to really be conscious of that. I think it's a great gift that we can offer ourselves, but also other people as they come here. Close with a song. We give thanks to you for your great love for all creatures, and this entire earth, and for the great gift of silence, for that sweet and sacred experience. May we learn more and more to cherish that silence, to protect that silence, and to enter into that sacred space of the heart. May it be so.